We've got some promising updates arriving from the Jomsvikings in 2021 from Ubisoft, which is great news, and I'm going to break down all the information that we currently have about it in this video. I also hope that you've all had a fantastic Christmas and holiday season. Drop me a like down below if you did, especially if you spent more time on Valhalla than with your family.
Well, you're not wrong.
Anyway, at the moment, when it comes to Jomsvikings, there's only really a couple things that we can do in-game. We can dress up our Jomsvikings,
I think I'm set for jeans.
No, you're not set for jeans, Cal.
These are fine.
or we can rent them out for 100 coins depending upon how good they look to other players.
Can't have a conscience in the pimp game.
So I think the Jomsviking option has kind of fallen short thus far in terms of expectations of what we were going to get. But we do have something concrete to look forward to, and that is the update coming to us in around February time, so a month or so from now. So this Jomsviking update goes hand in hand with the river raids, which I covered in another video. However, what's cool about this particular update regarding the Jomsvikings is we're actually going to be able to level them up, so they can earn XP and they will be able to rank up through some sort of system the more that we use them.
So I've been doing some farming with my hoe here. I can kind of till
What kind of a...
If any of you have ever played Brotherhood, such a good game, well, these are the kind of vibes I'm getting. It was a really good system. You're able to recruit your 10 assassins from in-game, bring them into your order, and level each one up by sending them on different missions around the continent, fulfilling different contracts. This would net you some pretty elusive loot, rewards, and also level up your assassins. So they'd actually go through the ranking system and end up becoming this master assassin, and then you'd end up getting this really cool cutscene at the end where you're shaking them hand and you're chopping off their finger, but you're kind of saying, hey, good job, thanks for killing all those people, welcome to the fold. But I bring this up because one, I really hope we're going to get something like this in the next month, because this sounds superb and it was really great fun, and I can kind of see the similarities between that and Brotherhood. But number two, it would make sense in terms of a Viking mercenary format that they're going for, sending out your Jomsvikings, leveling them up for contracts, and then bringing loot and plunder back to your settlement, because that kind of mechanic was really well received by the community back then. But for those of you who don't know, I'm going to come out with you some quick fire history here, stay sharp, but Jomsvikings, they were Viking mercenaries back in the day, so they would actually fight alongside Christians to fight their countrymen if the price was right. So yeah, I think Ubisoft are coming hot with these kind of vibes, and it makes more sense to rank up your Viking for hire and gaining more gold that way. It also kind of has that historically correct vibe that Assassin's Creed likes to present in their games. Apart from one-handed swords, because you know they didn't exist in Vikings time. Okay, all right, never mind. Anyway, I mean, especially at the moment when we can recruit random players, so random Jomsvikings who are playing the game. I mean, it is completely random, all right? So you walk up to an inn, you say, oh, hey, you check them out, you go, oh, right, okay, well, here's 100 silver. Come back to my boat, and we can actually do that 100 times. So it's going to cost you 10,000 silver, but there isn't actually any point to it right now. Especially when you've completed all the raids. You can only put 6 custom Vikings in your boat, and then you just have 94 other dudes just chilling out. So yeah, but Ubisoft have said that they'll be implementing a Jomsviking Hall, which is another update we're going to get, which we'll be able to, and that's right, we will be able to recruit more Jomsvikings. So more than 100, I don't know, we're going to have to see. I've got a feeling that they've put the foundation in the game already, right? So they've put that 100 cap, somewhat of like a stable of Jomsvikings, if you will.
That's called a stable horse.
In any case, I think this hall will be added to our settlement, and we're probably going to see some more changes with that cap, but we're certainly going to see a physical change. So at the moment we've got that barracks in our settlement. That'll probably change into some grand cool hall with a lot of raiding trophies similar to that of the legendary animals that we've currently got in the big longhouse. So something which gets us to interact in that hall, and it's not just going to be some wooden shed which we walk into and go, oh hey, so let's change your clothes again. So after we've kitted out our Viking with a fresh pair of trainers and jeans, we've got the river raids to tackle, which we're going to be able to choose the difficulty in terms of what particular map of the 3 that we're going to raid. Ubisoft have also said that with the Jomsvikings, we'll also be able to earn more silver the more your Jomsviking is recruited. So the more that you guys hire my Jomsviking, the more money or XP I'm going to get, which at the moment, with the friendship list and the randomness of the community Jomsviking recruitment system, I gotta say, it's a little shaky. I'd love to have an option where I could have all of you guys in my Jomsviking hall. Equally, I would love for you guys to be able to rent out my bad man for a few raiding nights.
That's what she said.
Now, Bruno, one of the level designers in the post-season content video, has said that we're going to get some sort of risk-reward format when it comes to Jomsvikings and the River Raids. Now, I don't want to keep referencing I was about to say Black Flag. I don't want to keep referencing... such a good game as well. But I don't want to keep referencing Brotherhood. But if your assassin, if he failed in his contract, he would die. Are we going to get something similar when it comes to Jomsvikings?
It was an honor to fight beside you, my friend.
If I hire one of your Jomsvikings and I go on a river raid and he or she dies, do I have to compensate you again?
That's what she said.
Either way, risk and reward, good. I think that's awesome. I think that's some sort of end game content that we need. I don't want to be going into some sort of river raid and being like, well, I can always reload the game if anything bad happens. I think that sucks. So let's hope that we don't get that. But it does look like Ubisoft are going in the right direction for Jomsvikings from my point of view, with the ranking up and experience earning, combining that with the difficulty changes and in the increased loot game from choosing higher difficulty raids. I think this is going to give us something decent until we get to Season 2, which is going to be Wrath of the Druids. Now, the most important part of the video, your thoughts. What do you think of all this? Do you think these changes that Ubisoft are going to make to the Jomsvikings are good things? Let me know down below in the comments. Also, if you've made it this far into the video, you absolute hero. But if you're after more content like this, consider subscribing and hit that like on this video. That would help me out loads. Apart from that, have a fantastic new year and I'll see you in 2021.